Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to end this live. Okay, done. And we're going to use this one. Okay. We're going to use this live. Oh my goodness. Hi, I'm back. Hey, Charlotte. It's my mom. Listen, I'll call you back in a minute, okay? All right, bye. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that interruption. Hi, Mr. Java. How are you? I'm sorry, my chat got interrupted earlier, but thanks for coming through. Please hit the like button, and if you're not a member or a subscriber to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get my subscriber count numbers up to 500 subscribers. Thank you so much for coming through. So we were talking earlier about the internet was, I won't say it was designed to track criminals, but it has that capability of tracking crimes and criminals. So if you have that ability to do that, and I'm quite sure these agencies, if they don't have someone that is hired or that's their skill set to comb through these different internet applications and stuff, to go through these different applications on here and to find these different um, people who commit crimes, then you need to hire someone. Yesterday, I was, you know, I found this young man's page. His name is Mac Muller, and he's a content creator. Okay. And he brought to my attention there's a rapper in Philadelphia who has committed five five unalignments. Five unalignments. Okay? And what he has done is in his rap music, he has actually put these unalignments in his lyrics. So my thing is, even if somebody did one unalignment and you had that in their lyrics, why didn't you approach them and question them and investigate then? Like, what took you so long? Let me see if I can. But they did finally arrest the young man. But like I said, he had already committed um, five unalignments. Oh, you live in London. Thanks for coming through. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscriber button and turn on all notifications and hit the like button. I really appreciate you coming through. So 67 delete. Thanks for coming through. Please hit my like button as you come through, please. Thank you. Now, I looked up the rapper's name. He's considered an up and coming drill rapper out of Philadelphia. Now, I'm not big on the rap scene, so I don't even know what a drill rapper is considered. I know he's been going through some rap beefs, they said. Like, I guess he's going back and forth with different people. Hi, Fidel. Thanks for coming through. Thank you so much. Please become a subscriber and hit my like button. I really appreciate it. So I'm trying to find out if he's ever been arrested. He's never, well, it says that he has not been confirmed to be arrested for Pow Pows. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm from Pennsylvania in the United States, Mr. Java. And Fidel, you're from Indonesia. Thank you for coming through. I really appreciate it. I must apologize. I had a phone call come through, and that's why my sound went out earlier. Thank you for coming through. Okay, it says that he was arrested with a group related to. Now, this is all new to me. In early 2026, Philadelphia authorities, which I suppose is the police department, announced a major gang indictment involving multiple people connected to pow pows and violence across the city of Philadelphia. It was a dozen pow pows and multiple unaliving cases overall within the group investigation. So, this rapper, he fits in, and he was arrested with the group, which is YBC related. Now, I'm going to look up who these YBC people are. They stand for Young Bag Chasers. This is a West Philadelphia based crew that's been identified by law enforcement as a gang tied to ongoing violence and drill rap culture. They're out of West Philly, and it's like a clique, they said. And I hate to say it, I grew up in the area. Okay? I've lived in this area for years. This is the first time I'm hearing about this YBC group. I've never heard of them before. And the young man that supposedly is a part of it, they said he may have been charged with one unaliving from a pow pow. One. But like I said, they're into this drill rap, and they're putting actual names, dates, and locations in their rap songs. They said he may be, like I said, associated with one, but it hasn't been confirmed. And you know what? The problem with all of this is that these young people they're young. I think I would say they're teenagers. And because they're young, they probably don't realize the impact it's going to have on their lives. The people in this group, their ages run from 18 to 23. Thanks for coming through. Please hit a like on the way out, please. Thank you. Um, the ages are between 18 and 23 that are affiliates of this YBC. There is such, I know, I raised three sons. Unfortunately, they could go in a positive direction or a negative. And if you don't have someone who cares about that young man or even a young lady that you see going in the wrong direction as far as, the negative parts of society, if someone doesn't stop them, they can ruin their whole lives. They can ruin their life. And it's sad that that's the way, society is drawing our young people into um going into that negative direction. There's so many things they could take that same energy and do something positive with that same energy. It's just mind boggling, you know.
Very great. Tag mobile.
um I Hi Sunny, how are you? Thank you for coming through. Could everyone please hit my like button, please? If you find that my discussions on my channel is something that you're interested in, please hit the like.
It happens. It's a part of the game. People you be wanting don't be wanting you. The people you want don't be. The people that want you, you don't be wanting them. There we go. Thank you. All right. I hope y'all are having a phenomenal day. My goal right now is to sell 10 tickets to
Um,
the goal setting class, which starts today. It's 21 days in a row, and 10 tickets to my birthday class, which will be my content creator class. At the current moment, there's
Hi Francisco, how are you? What's going on? We were on talking earlier how the authorities can use the internet to find criminals and to find criminal activities going on. Let's see. Okay, so according to ChatGPT, the internet has become one of the biggest tools law enforcement use to identify and build cases against suspects. It's mostly about analyzing what people publicly or semi publicly put online and to connect the dots. So, when you have these people coming online and they're showing their pals and they telling the locations and if they have stolen items, that's when they're going to use this internet to seek and find. So you have these, like I said, these rappers or these young men come on here and they decide they're going to speak about the crimes that they've done. They're coming after you. They are definitely going to come after you. And I shouldn't just say young men. It's not just the young men, they're coming after the young ladies too. And if you're going to brag about committing a crime or going to even threaten someone to do something, some harm to somebody, they're going to come after you too. And they're using GPS for this. They're going through people's texts and their photos and stuff. And they're doing the timestamps with the media. That's what they're using this internet for. And that's why I don't understand why people come on here, they brag about committing, okay, these violent acts, and they think it's okay. They think they're going to get away with it. And that's not going to happen. And I don't know if your city is doing this. They actually have cameras now out on these different corners or street corners. So they're picking up activities that way also. And it's good in a way because hopefully it will cut down on some of the crimes that are committed. But then you also wonder, why does it take so long for you to solve a crime? If you have this technology, why is it taking so long to find out who kidnapped somebody's parent or who kidnapped somebody's child? Why is it taking so long? That's the part that boggles my mind. You have all this technology, but it still takes you, it seems like it takes longer now to find out who committed these crimes. You know, I think about that mother, Savannah Guthrie's mother, that is still not solved. That crime is still not solved. That poor lady was kidnapped in the middle of the night and they still have not found her. That to me is it. It just boggles the mind. And they have different agencies from local to federal working on that case. But we have all this technology, but they can't figure it out. They cannot figure it out. And like I said, in the city where I live, crimes are committed, and a lot of them have not been solved. But we have all this technology, we have the internet. Like I said, these young men are putting things on the internet. They're rapping about these crimes that they're committing, but you can't solve the crime. They're giving actual locations and names in their songs, but the police department, for whatever reason, is having a hard time solving these crimes. That's sad. That is sad. I don't know if it's a technicality associated with that, but the lawmakers need to get on board and try to figure it out. Because I don't think these young men, I pray they wouldn't, just be doing it just to say they did it and they didn't. That would be stupid. To me, it would be stupid. I'm just saying. That's how I feel about it. But yeah, I came across this yesterday, like I said, going through the internet, and I thought it was really okay. So I just got a flag here. It says online content alone usually isn't enough to convict someone. And that's probably the technicality right there. They have to have physical evidence, witness statements, and forensics. So that's probably why, with these people coming on here saying this, that's probably why they can't actually convict someone. Because they have to have all of those things to go along with it, which is sad, which is really, really sad. It's really sad. That's okay. Technology, like I said, is developing, and it's going to get to the point, somehow they're going to find a way to get around all of that. Well, I want to thank everyone for coming to my live today. I will probably be going live later. If you're interested in the content that I am putting out on the internet, please become a subscriber. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to get my count up to 500 by the end of the month. Please become a subscriber. And when you come through my lives, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And I want everyone to have a great day. If you're catching this on replay, please type replay in the comments and share it out to your friends and family. Someone else may also be interested. So have a great day. Bye.